that this past year, and I was just blown away. I'd gone a couple of years ago and forgotten about how good it was.
Oh, it's fantastic. It really is.
Hang on, here we go.
Okay.
Coming up on 15 after the hour on WTTV's local news magazine as we turn another page on this Wednesday, February 14th edition, to talk with School Board Chair Shawn Frost. Hello, Shawn.
Hi, Bob. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you, too. We had a workshop yesterday, I guess.
We did. We covered a few things like the strategic plan tracking framework, where we discussed the different metrics and how we're holding the superintendent accountable, and also how the board is going to work together over the years to plan our work. That was one topic. Another topic was our community school at Pelican Island. And there's a third topic, but I can't remember it. And that's life, because I've got Valentine's on my brain here.
Well, 3 o'clock in the morning, you'll think of it, and you can don't call me.
I can assure you that I won't.
Okay.
Well,
the kids, let me ask you something.
Sure.
Just because this just popped into my head about Valentine's Day. I remember when I was in grade school, we all got Valentine cards for people. There were these real cheesy-looking little things.
Right.
And everybody passed out their cards, and we had these little heart candies, these sayings on them and stuff. Do they still do that in the school district?
I think they do. I haven't been to the school yet today. I know that my daughter had little gift bags ready to go, and with the little "You're excellent," and it has a little egg on it, and things like that.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
That's still done. I will tell you, one of the things they're doing in our schools today is Casual for a Cause. And they've, it's typically, I guess, on a Friday, but one of the things that they're doing this year is they've linked it up with Valentine's Day, because the beneficiary is the American Heart Association. So, they're really weaving their themes together, and, students can dress down and, for a donation, and staff as well. And then those monies go to the American Heart Association. And another thing, that it doesn't just raise funds for these charitable organizations in our community, it also raises awareness to their cause. So American Heart Association on Valentine's Day makes perfect sense.
Well, February is National Heart Month, so
well, there you go.
Makes perfect sense.
See,
yeah.
you know way more than I do. I don't have that in my cheat sheet, so.
Well, I don't know why. I just get a lot of this information that comes at me, and some of it I retain, some of it I don't, and some of it I don't understand why I retain. It's one of those things. So, anything else come out of that workshop?
Well, it was the instructional materials adoption process for the science curriculum, and we discussed everything regarding the professional development that the teachers will need to implement it, some hands-on kits that we'll be funding, and there was a big discussion around whether every student should have a hard copy book or not. The staff request was actually to not have hard copy book that goes home every day, because the students have a digital copy. But some some board members, I guess they're hearing from parents, and I'd love to hear from these same parents who say that they want a book for every student, because the cost rises exponentially, and they did survey the students, and the students from grades 8 on didn't want to have a book that they'd be responsible for carrying back and forth. So,
they have those backpacks just loaded. I mean, they're loaded as it is now.
Exactly. I think the chiropractic lobby is pushing for the books. I don't know who's behind it, but but that's one of the questions is whether or not we provide a book to every student, or a classroom set. On the surface, it sounds like a good idea, but as somebody who, as a teacher, I had to track down those books at the end of the year, and they're a lot better use of our teachers' time, to my opinion, than being custodians, property custodians, and trackers of books. But I'd love to hear from parents if you have an opinion and you want to make sure every student has a hard copy book. Then that's something to certainly consider, because that's not the current recommendation. And as it is, we budgeted $1.3 million, and it looks like the adoption will be at least $1.5 million, and far north of that if we decide to do a book for every student. So that's,
well, there's no question that the virtual textbook is the future.
Well, it is, and that was the story I tell is, I'm old school. I like paper books, and I always buy the textbook. But my daughter, she says, why would you do that? If you have a PDF, you can just Control F and find whatever you're looking for, Dad. So I think there's also a generational piece of it. And another thing is with the digital workbooks, the teachers can customize it, link it directly from our learning platform, so that the what I would call a worksheet or a ditto when I was teaching is loaded it's baked into the software, and they can click on it and fill it out and submit it directly to their teacher. So education's moving, and we have to move with it. And especially my interest is we're already over budget, so I'm not so certain we should be spending money we don't have on things that the staff aren't asking for and the students don't want. But that's just one board member's opinion.
Well, and it has a lot of merit to it, I think. So find out where it goes. It'd be nice, like you say, to have the parents contact you and get their viewpoints on it. More than you've had so far, anyway. Exactly.
We'd love to. I love to hear from the parents.
But I said he had a couple of positive things to talk about here.
Oh, absolutely. Well, everything's positive because we're always working on behalf of the kids. But one of the big things that we'd like to highlight is our community partnerships. And we did a luncheon for our community partners who supported the Teacher of the Year. We did that last Monday with Chris McMillan and Anitra Cummings. They put that on. Fantastic event. But we also have a huge donation of funds from the Sebastian Rotary Club. Rotary Club of Sebastian, they're going to be having a donation ceremony Thursday, February 15th at 12:15 at Sharkey's, where they're going to be presenting a check for $10,000 to recover. That's a huge donation on behalf of the community, and that's going to go towards replacing the equipment and trailer that was stolen from Sebastian River High School. So, we'd like to thank our partners at the Rotary Club of Sebastian for their generous donation. And it was actually only supposed to be $7,500, but the community stepped up. It was a matching donation, if you will. The community stepped up, and the parents raised over $13,000. So they increased their donation of $2,500. So really, it's great to see the community come together in support of our students and student success, and especially students who are doing wonderful things, traveling around the country and promoting the arts. So big hat, tip of the hat to the Rotary Club of Sebastian for their Sebastian River High School donation.
All right. Well, Shawn, anything else before we leave you?
That's there's so much more, but that's enough for today, I think, Bob.
All right. Well, Shawn, thank you for being on the show. We'll look forward to talking again next week.
All right. Take care, Bob.
All right. School Board Chair Shawn